The fourth insight details how to dream the world into being by waking up from the cultural trance that you've been educated into in order to create joy, abundance, and meaning in your life. Alberto Villoldo. Can you recognize your own projections for the impact and change they can bring to your circumstances? It came out of the blue. Well, that's not strictly true. I'd been avoiding my own journaling this morning, a resistance that looked like productivity. Instead, I'd cleaned up, cleansed my home, prepared dinner, watered the plants, shit, I even made jellies, until I ran out of things to do. Not that there wasn't a huge mental list waiting for me, but the overwhelm of my own ignorance had expanded beyond it. So I faced the inevitable, pen and paper in hand, knowing all that was left was to write about it, on so many levels. And in this, the completion twisted under my solar plexus. Voicing the thoughts in my head, it, seemingly, came out of the blue. Initially in the form of money concerns, that when I explored further took me straight back to my own lack of value, perceived, of course. As I worked with the no longer hidden projections that needed space, the insights within me, with the support of a familiar teacher, Alberto Villoldo. Owning these realities, I created journey statements of the conscious choices I'm making. A difficult but necessary process to wake from the nightmare I'd found myself in and into the sacred dream. Moving from non-attachment to alchemy through transparency, integrity, and accepting my own consequential living with non-judgment. Underneath it all, of course, is the part of me that has culturally attributed money to worth, that triggers my frightened inner child. Holding space for this version of myself with compassion, shuffling the tarot for the daily dose, acknowledging the four insights of the hero, luminous warrior, and seer, I couldn't recall the final stage. Knowing I needed to concentrate on the image beneath the one I'd selected, which just happened to be the Wheel of Fortune, I tuned in without looking at the card, remembering the final part in my emptied mind of the sage. Receiving "You are leveling up, allow these old patterns to be seen," my mind went completely blank as everything started to dissolve, myself included. Surrendering to this, letting go of the remaining message I could no longer remember, I turned over the Knight of Swords, beneath which sat the Queen of Cups, emotionally taking me back to the words I had initially noted. I felt rather than heard, for the projections on your life they have had. Today, allow things to grow and integrate within you. Witness the change completion of these cycles brings, not by removing, but expanding on them. Have the foresight, sensitivity, and wisdom to show yourself hospitality at each stage. Recognize their value to you, the beauty gained in the non-suffering of the hero, certainty and fearlessness of the luminous warrior, beginner's mind of the seer, and the ultimate owning of projections for the sage you are continuously becoming. May we all realize it was never about waking up, but rediscovering how to dream with our eyes open. In deepest moon eye, I ask you now, do you want it, or the reasons you can't? You know where I am. Take care. Kirsty.